Here we go again. Move my mic a little closer to my mouth so that you can clearly hear me, or hear me clearly, or any of the above, I suppose, will work. Good evening. I think, yeah, we'll continue where we left off. You can reload the gun faster by tapping R repeatedly. I didn't realize that. Speaking of which, a couple of flares. We're full on ammo, I think. We are. Some more batteries. Yep, the TV's got a message for me. More me.
We take the facts of our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast continent.
Sounds right. Good evening, guys.
And horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs.
Doodle-doodle-doo.
Tonight's episode, a family occasion. Journalist Alvin Derleth's trip to study the local customs of an
August
insular
Derleth
community in
being
Night
a
Springs has
H.P.
been
Lovecraft.
successful
Cthulhu Mythos writer.
until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition, but you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Derleth.
Well, I guess that's the least I... What would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
What did you...
Oh, Mr. Derleth, you have well pleased Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall
Nixie Pirka.
and all shall be glory. Shh, darling, be calm. Shh.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson.
Didn't we all just learn a harsh lesson?
Looking for mythology, it may come looking for you.
Don't let strange, crazy women implant you with the young of a thousand young of some dark Nixie Pereth creature thing. That's what I learned. You? We got anything else in here? Don't think so. I need to find a vehicle. Another manuscript page, our first of the evening. Wake attacked by the dark presence. Oh boy.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
Well, that sounds like I'm going swimming. What the hell? Okay, cheap scare. Have I mentioned I'm not a fan of cheap scares? More batteries, good. More flares. We're full on revolver ammo. At least we are now. Oh! I tried to dodge, couldn't. Oh, friends. Hello, friends. trying. I dodged. That thing's got a nasty turning radius. I don't think it actually turns like that in real life. I'm going to go out on a limb and say. Ow! Again, don't think that that's actually a way one of these things can turn. Okay, I hope that took him out. It didn't. I did. There's another one. God damn it. See, this is why I said that the action part of the game is the least interesting part. This is silly. Perfect. We really need this continual, non-stop stream of assholes. I'm really getting pissed off at this now because it's stupid. Not fun, not interesting, not challenging, just stupid. See, I start off bad and I just want to let him kill me to get on with it. guess it looks like I'm supposed to be aiming it at this. Because it's doing the flickering thing. Okay, I am. Yeah, not a fan of that. That was really dumb. I mean, that's the closest I've come to just saying fuck it and quitting the game. Just, to me, not fun. Dumb. Needless. Making things... not even challenging. Just... Like I said, it's the least good part of the game. Is the combat stuff. I wouldn't go so far as to say it's bad. It's just not good. It's okay. Sometimes it's bad. Don't suppose, yeah, well, it was worth checking. Make sure I'm not missing, like, another collectible thermos. Oh, and the driving's not good either. Actually, it's downright bad.
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine.
I've been working in a coal mine, going down, down. The storytelling stuff is really good.
The coal mine wasn't far now.
The action stuff, clumsy at best. Checkpoint
Today,
reached.
I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
And now I have no flashlight, no flares, no gun, no bullets. And in a song by, I can't remember, Dan Hickson's Hot Licks maybe? No money, no chick, no car. Well, actually, I have a truck, but it's kind of stolen. Shh, don't tell anyone. And also the movement, still terrible. Just no idea what they're doing with the movement. Rough road. Also not sure why in the UI they went with the half full red arc in the upper left there. Should be up there? Yeah. Up there. Why not a full red? Why not have it go from 12 around to 12, whichever direction you like? I can drive that one. I don't think I can drive this one. I don't think I can drive far, even if I'm to get into it, although I don't expect it would probably be in that place if I wasn't able to drive it, but it doesn't look like it, no. Why is that log moving? Did one of you guys move that log? Huh. got stairs over there. Ow. Sprained my ankle. We have another vehicle. And another checkpoint reached. Doesn't look like there's anything up there, but we have a radio.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not
True.
necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son.
I like him.
Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
All right, I guess we're going to try it. Bear with me, the driving is not great. So I'm assuming that this is for the same reason that movement is janky, is that it was designed for console, and as usually is the case, they said, yeah, to hell with the PC players, who gives a shit. I want to check up there. Oh, checkpoint. Good on me. Oh, I could drive that one. I could trade up or possibly down. After all this, I guess I don't have to use the porta potty.
Welcome back to KBF FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me, that's strange, because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever, and you're forever incomplete. I mean,
I don't think I can make it up
isn't
there.
that depressing? Or childish, even? There's plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing net.
So it was worth a check. Might have been gun, batteries, flashlight, bullets, shotgun, rifle bullets, shotgun bullets, flares, flare gun. I think I covered everything. Oh, except why I'm not driving, which is because I'm a dope. Try to be careful to not drive off the road. That just set me back to a checkpoint, I expect. Bright Falls Coal Mine, Washington Mining Corporation. Visitor parking. Well, technically I'm a visitor, right?
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
Lord, I am so tired. How long can this go on? Yep, another immersion-breaking coffee thermos. While there were some earlier residents in the area, the true genesis of the town of Bright Falls came with the founding of the Bright Falls Mining Company and the opening of the Bright Falls Coal Mine in 1878. Although the work was hard and dangerous, many immigrants, Germans, Poles, Italians, Finns, and Swedes, among others, worked the mines. While lucrative at first, the mining steadily declined in the 20th century. The seams were rich but hard to get at, and the volcanic activity in the area made the mine shafts particularly dangerous. Bright Falls Coal Mine. Checkpoint reached. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed this quiet interlude. I could pick up an axe or pick as a weapon. That wouldn't be bad, but evidently I can't. Museum entrance. Oop, manuscript page. We got a bunch of missing pages. I have no idea how I missed pages, but I missed a bunch.
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
Probably true, yeah. In a 1970 volcanic eruption below Cauldron Lake, while relatively minor, caused most of the deep mining tunnels to collapse or flood. 32 miners lost their lives in the calamity, and all mining around Bright Falls came to a final stop. Now, many of the remaining buildings are protected as historical landmarks. If they laugh until they cry, they are hysterical landmarks. Oh, God, help me. Caution.
I didn't want to go outside.
Change of video style.
Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
And suddenly I have a flashlight and a telephone call.
Wake!
Where the hell are you?
Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around
You
by
want
you.
to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello?
He's charming, really. Once you get to know him.
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
But I was in no hurry. I have a flashlight. Okay, I'm in a slight hurry now.
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
Okay, that's not the way out. I think I know the way out. I just don't think I want to use it. Oh, I have a gun, too. I guess I still had them. I've got all kinds of additional goodies. Let's... Oh, that's not suspicious at all. They have a switch for that? Really? Shotgun ammo, flare. Additional batteries. We got a lot of batteries, and we still are full on ammo. Pistol ammo, anyway. Oh, thank goodness. Another immersion breaking thermos. Gotta make sure you don't miss a thermos, you know. Yep, we got a page, looks like. What is that? That's some sort of mechanical switch, I guess. Thomas Zane in love with Barbara Jagger.
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
Reach the Mirror Peak Lookout. Well, we've got bad guys, we can assume. Pick up a revolver. Alright, we got full-on ammo. Alright. I don't see any reason not to go back and grab the ammo and stuff, but I think it just vanished on us. No, there it is. Okay, we're back at full ammo and, yeah. Ow! Flashbangs. That doesn't feel artificial at all. Just you're in a ruined rail yard and a couple of flashbangs sitting there. Let's maybe get a little bit of our health back after getting hit by every inanimate object in the general vicinity. Everything good? Everything clear? Our health almost all the way back up? Okay. That's the tornado that was mentioned. I can't get through there.
The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
I gotta admit, that does sound like a good idea. Turn off the power. Bad guys, lots of them. Lots and lots of them. This seems like the appropriate time for a flare. Alright, I really wanted that flashbangs there. I didn't catch, I got an achieve for that, didn't catch the name. I think it's something about a 6-gun, I think. And granted, I'm not very good at the gameplay elements of this. That's why I went on easy, but I don't want to imagine how much harder it is. I think it was easy, difficult, and nightmare or something. Flare gun ammo. And a flare gun. Okay, the electricity is off. Unless someone turns it back on while I'm on top of that thing. Oh, and by the way, we now no longer have light. What could go wrong? Inanimate objects shouldn't move of their own accord. I accidentally fired off a flare, and that might have been the right answer. not great. Batteries, flare, revolver ammo. These are good things. More over here. Good. And this is why I play on easy. Because this stuff, yeah. Story's good. Occasional dip into cliche, but that's to be expected. And I will repeat, it does seem like it's taken an awful lot of its story, and I have no idea if it's true or not, from John Carpenter's Mouth of Madness. It just feels that way anyway. But then Carpenter's Mouth of Madness was drawing on a lot of stuff from previous works. Two shotgun shells left. Trust no one in the dark. Yeah, thanks. Kind of figured that one out, too. The advice I keep getting, it only appears in the flashlight. The magical flashlight. It's not giving me anything I don't already know. Alright, nothing up here. Unless I can go here and then up there. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Had to check. You know, you gotta be sure. But I think what we're doing is up here. Maybe. Do I have any other choice? I don't think so. I think it's in here. Is there a door down there I didn't see? Trust no one in the dark, right? Right, we covered that. No, that doesn't look like it. It's not where I came down originally. It was in here, I think. No, there's a page I haven't seen, so I don't... I mean, I would have picked up the page if I'd come this way. The implication is I'm supposed to get it through here, up here somewhere. Somehow. And then out that door. But... Now I have no idea. I don't think I could have missed that if I'd come this way originally, although it looks like the same layout that I have come through, but none of this. Yeah, I wouldn't have missed both the note and the thermos. So I'm supposed to get up here somehow. I'm just not seeing how. I can't climb or squeeze. Well, I can reach the coffee thermos. Oh, there it is. Something follow. Follow. Yeah, that way. I know. That's my plan. If I can get... Is there another way over on this other end? I didn't think so, but maybe. Oh, pfft. I have no idea what might be. It's not like there's a ladder I didn't see. Oh, wait. How about a manuscript page? I'll take a moment. Wake touched by the dark presence.
Some of the taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the dark presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
Revolver ammo, good. More batteries, good. That wasn't disturbing at all. Maybe the tiniest bit. More goodies.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
Yeah. I kind of commented on that. We've got darkness. Hello, darkness. My old fiend. Up. There's the magical darkness. And regular old tar or gas or oil. Reach the mirror piece, look out. Well, I can't drive. That's the flashbangs, okay. So, the flashbangs I can reach if I need to. Got it. Black. Goo. I mean, that certainly looks like I'm supposed to go in there. Now I can't duck in. All right. All right, Mirror Peak lookout. Like him. We'll flashbang him. He looked big and ugly. It really is the least interesting part of the game. I know I keep saying it, harping on it. It really is. At least for me. Wake and Barry in the cell.
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
Well, we've got an overhead light and presumably some more ammo and stuff in the box. Alright. We cleaned it out. And there's another thermos, once again. I have discovered 25 copy thermoses. That's a damn good cup of coffee. Achievement. And because walking in this game is so janky, I just fell and took some damage. What do we got? More batteries. Shotgun ammo. Shotgun ammo.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Hold down E to switch to a pump action shotgun. Seems like that would be better. Really? 2 shots? 2 for the price of 1. Kill 2 taken, I think it said, with 1 shotgun blast, so they must have been lined up for me. What was that? That's a great mechanic they've got there. Jeez, what are they fucking doing? Long way.
I had no real plan.
I did miss
I was
that.
going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Alright, now we're at the... That's a lot of them. Damn it. Checkpoint. That happens all the time around here.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
A bunch of makeshift grave markers.
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
It's a shotgun shack, by any definition. More batteries, good. Headed which direction? This one. See, now that's subtle and disquieting.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
This town, becoming like a ghost town. You throwing shit at me, boy? Page. Wake and Casey.
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight, something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
Okay, that is an accurate, I think, self-description. Checkpoint. Gray Peak Gorge, originally founded in 1928, the Gray Peak Gorge mining town was one of the permanent settlements the Bright Falls Mining Company built for its workers. The nearby graveyard is a testament to the dangers the miners faced on a daily basis. Most of the men who lost their lives over the years here were buried there, a grim reminder to be careful for those who remained. Gray Peak Gorge was abandoned almost overnight when the Bright Falls Mining Company closed its doors in 1970. random goodies just left laying around, huh, guys? Checkpoint reached. It's my problem. I keep bringing a flashlight to a huge piece of metal spike. Ow. Dum, 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 dum. Just be a lesson to you. Always bring a flashlight to enormous pieces of metal fight. Yeah, come on, I know what you're coming. I know what you're bringing. Fool me once, shame on me. How about? Nope. Guess that flashbang may have banged, but doesn't seem like it flashed enough. Checkpoint reached. Gee, a train doesn't seem like exactly the sort of thing the darkness will throw at me, does it? How the mechanic for this works, because it never feels like it's working the way it's supposed to. Encounter a steam engine. The Iron Horse achievement. Mind you, he hasn't thrown it at me yet, so... Oh, thank goodness. Another immersion-breaking coffee thermos. It's such a dumb addition to the game. Addition actually is... Key? No, key is an overstatement, I think. Flare gun ammo. Okay. Nice place you got here.
Anything outside of riding is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake.
using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
So presumably Zane was the first thing that encountered the darkness. The darkness uses his poetry to inspire others to imagine it. Therefore, it sort of becomes more substantial over time, and now it's seeking to use our hero here, one way or another, for the same function. Wants the manuscript, I guess, from him to be used to inspire others, to make it more substantial. The crazy kidnapper wants to destroy the manuscript to keep it from happening. Hunting rifle to switch to the hunting rifle from what? Oh, from the pump action shotgun. Well, the hunting rifle's got 11 rounds. Pump action's got none. Okay. How about we go with the hunting rifle? Oh, yeah, that seems like a sound plan. Thanks for your advice, guys. I don't think I could have done it without you. Good call. Good call. I'm focusing. Didn't seem to do anything. Ah. Checkpoint reached. And again, we've got the painted on yellow dots. I don't know what those mean.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
Another checkpoint reached.
Birds.
Come on, what are you gonna do? Chickens? See what I did there? I called them chickens because they're birds. You guys gonna come try your luck too? Come on, come on. Chicken! Chickens! I turned and looked at me. What the hell is that? Danger, do not enter. I don't think I've got the option. It's fine, really. Checkpoint reached. Nothing that way. Guess it's this way. Tunnels go to Cauldron Lake. Three flares. A page. A couple pages, it looks like. Manuscript page. Nightingale in the Majestic.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
Just one page. Hunting rifle ammo. Revolver ammo. Just such cheap crap to attack from multiple directions. It's just such goddamn stupid. It just completely detracts from the story. I mean, most of the action, so-called, does that to begin with on its own.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his... Alright, down to one flashbang now. Gee, another immersion breaking. Coffee thermos. To make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Focus. I see a blinking green light over here. Over here. Ah. assumed that there... over there. There it is. There'd be a ladder somewhere. And there is. I assume that's climb down. Yeah, it is. Oh, there's another over there, I think. Did I miss an that's over my head. Ah, there we are. Doesn't seem especially helpful. Unless it's like stuck and I can get it to go kick it and get it to go down. Like say that. That would work. If I could do that, that might work. I'd climb it in the evening. I went the wrong way. Pardon me. I went the wrong way. I used the wrong ladder. I'm using the right ladder this time because I'm smart. Smarter than I appear. Not that that's setting a particularly high bar. All right. Exit the silver mine. Checkpoint? Checkpoint. Well, we could go down. Or we can go up. Reach the Mirror Peak lookout. Well, that does sound like it ought to be at the peak. Where one might find a lookout. But no, maybe over there? I don't know. Anyway, we got some flares over here. We'll take those for sure. Let's go ahead and change to flares for our secondary, so to speak. A page. Focus. It's on the other side. Wow, it's way in hell over there, right? Again, large gap.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby."
Weird, to be sure. Anything else? Doesn't appear to be. I'll go back into the silver mine. Evil's afraid of silver, right? Right? I like the effect with the human-like screams coming as they're destroyed. Nice. I don't say nice audio cue. Flare, batteries, flare gun, flare gun ammo. Alright, we'll stick with the flare gun for now. Just in case.
Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great.
Why? What's wrong with them? They give you a beautiful view, presumably, of the freaking birds that are going to come. Told you. That went less awfully than it probably logically should have. Whoops. Hey, hi guys. Well, somebody seems to be a bit crabby. Yeah? Okay. I never would use profanity in a stream, but we'll let the character say shit, because I would never say shit. Or fuck. We're at our limit on handgun ammo. I see something flashing up there. Looks like another long gun of some kind. Yep. Hunting rifle. Hunting rifle ammo. checkpoint. Ammo, various flavors, some batteries. Cauldron Lake. The 8th deepest lake in the world, Cauldron Lake is a caldera lake formed in a volcanic crater. The volcano itself could be considered to be active, but it has not erupted since the volcanic earthquakes of 1970, and even then the underground activity was comparably mild despite some property damage. There were no casualties, except for the guys who died in the mine. Cauldron Lake is one of the most beautiful spots in Bright Falls area, as well as a central figure in many local folk tales. It's a popular recreational area for the area residents. Yeah, no one was injured except the, shitload of miners who died. But hey, who's counting? Another checkpoint reached. That was the 2 fastest checkpoints I've ever seen. The movement is just, it's so bad in this game. Given the clumsy nature of the action in this game, I'm really glad I went with the easy mode. Oh, that's not great. Over there, I guess. We have another page. Mott at Cauldron's
Mott
Lake.
had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
I don't know who Mott is, but I'm guessing he's part of the Motley crew. It's a joke. It's a purported joke. Oh. Ah. Oh, yeah, that looks OSHA approved. It's perfectly safe. Oh. Somebody's got themselves a nice, lovely summer cottage. Steps up to bricked in. Oh, of course, the basement. We need more basement. Tom. I miss you, Tom. Wow, that's Tom CW and, well, Thomas Zane. CW. Shh. I miss you, Tom. Did you write this? That's... You talked to me on TV. Yeah, okay. Everything here is fine. Nobody went crazy or anything down here. It's all perfectly rational. miss you, Tom. Tom. Wasn't he the Piper's son? Revolver ammo. Good. More ammo or batteries. Shotgun ammo. Nice. I see something flashing over there, but we've got more hunting rifle ammo. Flares. We're full on flares right now. That's a lot of them. I've used 100 batteries. I'm energized. Alright, we're low on ammo. We'll have to change over to the hunting rifle for now, I think. And I think we now have a few more flares we can pick up. And space for a few more flares. Flares and rifle. Alright, that was not what I was trying to do. Don't think I missed any other exit here. Over there, I think, is it. Anyway, that worked just fine.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat. I was close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I
missed
would
the
find.
page. Wakes up
I
in
tried
the
to
lodge.
hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman's
Now, I figured sooner or later we'd end up going to Hartman's
arms were jelly. He
clinic.
smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode.
You know,
You're a
I know
patient
we're
at
going
my
to end
clinic.
up in there.
Have been for
But then
a
I've been
while now.
expecting that. That's Chekhov's clinic.
Wait! That you? Wait!
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away! Sorry. Please, wait! The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make a play ball. You see? They got him writing for us. Please! Please! Oh! I'm sorry.
That is the end of chapter 3. Episode 3, sorry.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
After we might wake up in prison, in jail. Episode 4, The Truth. You can't handle the truth.
Baby, it was just a nightmare.
Alice. Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you lied.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
That looks more like a cabin.
I felt groggy.
Checkpoint.
Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
No, I guess it is a clinic.
There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Why, right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
He really is a
Big deal.
condescending asshole.
Now,
That's nicely done.
Why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good. This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan. Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your
And now they're
mind
pulling a
is
little bit of
constructed in elaborate fantasy scenario
Total Recall
in
on
which
us.
your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness
Arnold
are trying to
Schwarzenegger
stop
being
her.
told by Sharon Stone that
We go this way,
it's
Alan.
all a dream.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
In tenebris cadere. Well, in darkness, in tenebris. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated. TZ. So that's Zane again. The memory of a dear friend and poet. So if he was the friend of Zane's, then that would explain it, because Zane was the one who sort of, but I'm attempting to extrapolate. Zane is the one whose ability as a poet sort of summoned the darkness into substantiality, and so he's here to have me complete that task of writing a novel to complete the substantiation of the darkness. Just extrapolating from what I know and what I have seen in the game and what I know from similar stories that I've run into elsewhere. In particular, in the Mouth of Madness. That seems to be the single biggest correlation.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk. Hartman obviously loved his own voice. His words echoed madly inside my head. I dug my nails into the palms of my hands to stay
focused. You need to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
I did punch him in the face, though, because he's got a bandage on his nose.
Scary.
Emerson.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video games. It's trash, of course, but it does involve some small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
The meta commentary there about video games. Amusing.
Come, Alan, this way. Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
My rheumatism's killing me.
The two guys from
There's a storm coming.
the
What
diner.
a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby.
Funnily enough, in Secret
in
World,
advanced stages of dementia.
in Secret World
They're
Legends,
well cared for.
you run into a
TLC
real
and all
former
that.
Norse
There's
god.
nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Party on.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we'd forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Return to my room.
My head was clearing up.
Another
Or,
page.
according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We
Sorry,
have a
guys.
stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used
John
us
Wick?
all, taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens.
That would be
What
the
was
Dark
it?
Woman,
What were they?
Zane's girlfriend,
Memory
who's been
and
inhabited by the darkness, I believe.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, God.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other rider.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
He knows me.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
I have to agree.
So tired. Built the farm close to the lake. A place
Like the
of
darkness
power.
tries to inspire artists of various kind.
We had parties there,
And people
man.
believing
You should
gives
go
it
there and
substance.
have a party.
That's my take on it.
That Bob Balders through the F through the window hit that hippie chick in the back of the head. 15 stitches
Where
and a
was the... Oh,
concussion.
there it is. Welcome to Cauldron Lake Lodge. We're here to give you the specialized help you need. However, please observe the following. Please ask friends and families to schedule visits beforehand to ensure they don't interfere with your therapy and or periods of creativity. Also, please respect your fellow patients' need for privacy and personal space, especially when they're engaged in their creative processes. Be patient. Typically, our patients have long-term creative problems, and they won't be solved overnight. Give yourself permission to take the time you need. Bear in mind that you're voluntarily receiving treatment that has been specifically tailored for you. Engagement therapy, trademark, and its sister method, the flow, trademark, work best when you're actively engaged in shaping them. If you have any concerns, please don't hesitate to voice them. So, it sounds like this is a place where they program struggling artists to give vent to the darkness, to describe it, and thereby give it shape, give it actual, oh, thank goodness, another coffee thermos to remove any lasting sense of,
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
why not Mr. Wake? Or Alan, if you want to pretend it to be familiar.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
Another thermos. Immersion breaking. What can I say, man? Hot coffee.
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for
I do
now.
wonder what
That
that
was the only thing
code
I could
on
do
the
with Nurse
wall
Birch watching me like a
is
hawk.
linked to. Emerson Wake. Emerson Wake and Palmer. Lane DeSoul.
white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Investigate racket.
Afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we? Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't
Manuscript page. Barry in the
Hartman
lodge.
kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
It's my store. I'm taking it.
Oh, he knocked.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair.
Hammer's Way will have its say. Rise up in their name.
I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Go to Hartman's office.
Come out and face the music, Birch. It's time to pay the piper.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
The boss.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems. Always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him. And we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Rudolph Lane's case is interesting. He was was completely blocked, and frankly, I was about to discard him as
discard him as
However,
useless.
Once Wake arrived and started writing, something changed in Rudolph. He's producing extraordinary work, increasingly dark pieces. Unfortunately, he doesn't respond to direction at all, and it's my belief that he's not so much a creator as an illustrator, perhaps, a recorder of sorts. I hadn't considered the existence of such a role before, let alone its implications, but the paintings he has produced are informative. At least he's easily controlled and useful. I wish I could say the same about Wake. It's frustrating that the best subjects are always so damn difficult to deal with.
Not buying that. I was tailing Wheeler, and this is the only place he could have gone. That means Wake is probably there too.
Agent Nightingale, this is private property, and I will not allow you to disturb my patients.
Yeah? I can get a warrant. How'd your fragile little patience like that?
Oh, I'm thoroughly intimidated by your mighty authority now, Agent.
Listen, you smug snob. How would you like it if I busted through this gate and knocked you around a little?
Agent Nightingale, first of all, I'm recording this conversation, so you might want to watch what you say. Secondly, you're not dealing with a hick now. I know the law, and if you can get a judge to grant a warrant, I'll be glad to cooperate. But you won't get one. Be advised that any further communications with me are to be made through my lawyer.
I don't believe this.
Good day, Agent.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give Hartman full credit for that one. So yeah, darkness. The guy who's been painting up Taken and wolves. We haven't seen wolves yet. We've seen ravens or crows. That's an unpleasant image. Another manuscript page. Wow, missing a whole bunch more pages. Mott fails Hartman.
Wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for, to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds! Seriously, do you have any
Barry?
idea how much...
Ow! About time! Barry, man, am I glad to see you.
We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells...
Manuscript, maybe?
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Oop. Darkness got him. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I like that. I smiled. Got him. Checkpoint reached.
The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
Hartman watches Wake fall.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
Okay, we hit a checkpoint right there, and I'm going to call it for the evening. So I will not be on tomorrow. I am running a Call of Cthulhu / RuneQuest. It's a complicated game. Tabletop gaming, dicing with friends, for friends. And that'll keep me busy tomorrow night. I'll be back on Tuesday, Halloween. Ooh, scary stuff. Presumably for more Alan Wake. As I've said multiple times, I like the game a lot. All of the action stuff is the worst part of the game, as it's clumsy at best and really annoying occasionally. The story is good. It does seem... I would be interested to know what specifically the writers listed as their direct inspirations. How much of something like John Carpenter's Mouth of Madness, were they just drawing on the same sources that inspired Carpenter's work, or were they directly inspired by Carpenter? It seems more like that to me. A lot of similarities. Regardless, it's good. I am enjoying it. The action stuff, though, boy, I'm really glad I chose easy mode, because that's the least of the game, really. But I'm going to call it here for the evening. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I am enjoying the game. I'm hearing good things about Alan Wake 2 as well. Theoretically, the game is about 11 hours, so I should be about halfway through now, give or take. That's all I know about the game. It's supposed to be roughly 11 hours. I looked up how long is the game. And I'm probably a little more deliberate than most players, so it's probably closer to 13 or 14 for me. Anyway, I'll be back on Tuesday. I hope the rest of your Sunday night goes great, because I like to set an achievable goal for my viewers. I hope your upcoming week doesn't suck. I'll see you on Tuesday, hopefully. You'll see me. Have a great night tonight. Take care, and ciao for now. Good night, guys.